Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Born to Ride Radio. We've got a very special show in store for you tonight in lieu of Sturgis going on this week. We figured we would take you down a little trip memory lane-wise on two wheels through some of the best interviews and some of the best rides that we have had here at Born to Ride Radio. So I'll tell you what, without any further ado, let's get this party started right now. Kick back, grab yourself a cold one, settle in, and enjoy the ride.
I was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite. And that's the deal. I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is sponsored in part by Rubenstein Law, 1-800-FL-LEGAL, representing riders since 1988. Offices throughout Florida, 1-800-FL-LEGAL. If Instagram is your thing, we're there. We're everywhere. Follow us at #Born to Ride Motorcycle Media, your #1 motorcycle resource.
Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV, the longest running biker TV show in the world. This week, it's an exciting time for Born to Ride. Hear what's going on from the editor himself, Dave Nichols, from the Boss Hog Radio Show. It's the 80th Sturgis Rally, and the Born to Ride Vault has your ticket to the Black Hills. So sit tight. It's all here now on Born to Ride.
To see him in the wild like this.
For those who were born to ride, there's Progressive.
For more of Motor, subscribe now.
Everything kind of comes together in Sturgis, and it's a truly magical place. And this motorcycle was designed to showcase that and experience that in a way that anybody who's ever gone to Sturgis would be able to understand. I'm Brad Richards, and I'm the Vice President of Styling and Design at Harley-Davidson. Whoever ultimately wins this motorcycle is really in sort of a class all your own, because there's only one, and it celebrates the 80 years of the most iconic motorcycle rally in the world. This is based on a 2020 Lowrider S. It has all the capabilities of that motorcycle, except that it has the 117 powertrain, which gives it even more go, which is great. It was so special, it was going to be one-off. We wanted to kind of go an extra step, and we wanted to create some of the hand-painted details. The Sturgis logo on the fairing, the serialization on the side cover, which is also hand-painted. We used buffalo hide on the seat, which is a great nod to Custer State Park and the wildlife loop. As you ride your bike around those areas, you will see buffalo in front of the road, out in the field to the left or right of you. We've hidden Sturgis rally routes throughout the motorcycle in the paint set. So as you go through the bike, you'll see ghosted under the clear, kind of the classic Sturgis rally map. Most people won't even notice until you walk up to the bike, but I think that's what's truly going to make this motorcycle special. And there's some other little details that I won't reveal. We wanted to let whoever becomes a lucky owner of this bike ultimately find the rest of those details. Of course, we used a lot of the cues from the original 1980 Sturgis, which was the little dashes of orange throughout the bike, the Sturgis logo, and we went with the chrome exhaust and a couple other chrome details to kind of lean into the era of the original Sturgis. The 1980 Sturgis, really cool bike. It's one of our better known limited edition models. The bike's really based on the 1977 Lowrider. That's really the silhouette and the content. I think it was around 78, Willie was out in Sturgis, he was on his way home, and he just had the idea for the bike of doing this limited edition bike.
I saw a lot of beautiful machinery at Sturgis in the Black Hills, and those motorcycles have a kind of essence of the Wild West. They're like what you might see a cowboy ride. And while we're in this wayside on the way home, I got out a brown paper bag and started writing.
And he sat down side of the road, kind of jotted these notes down in this piece of a paper bag, which I believe the museum still has, which is pretty cool.
The black on black Sturgis is a result of that trip.
Of course, it's the place for the world's most iconic motorcycle rally because it has some of North America's most iconic riding. I mean, every day you can have a different adventure, whether it's going to the Badlands. The next day you can go to Devil's Tower over in Wyoming. There's, of course, all of the canyon roads that surround the area. I mean, it really is a special trip to make, and everyone as a biker should do it. So we wanted to build this bike that celebrates that, and ultra rare being that this is one of one, and hopefully will make the winner just totally stoked that they have it in their hands.
Tuning in to Born to Ride. The annual Black Hills Classic Motorcycle Rally in Sturgis, South Dakota is getting underway. And if you couldn't make it this year, we have the next best thing coming up on tonight's show. This week's Born to Ride takes you on a cruise through the Black Hills and beyond from a rider's point of view. Yeah, Main Street's attractions are a sight to see, but for a real feel of this unique locale, you have to hit the roads in and around Sturgis. Spearfish Canyon, the Norbeck Highway, Mount Rushmore, and the Devil's Tower in Wyoming are just a few of the wonderful places just waiting for the adventuresome biker. And tonight we take you there. It's the roads of Sturgis, right here, on Born to Ride.
Hi, this is Evil Knievel, and you're watching Born to Ride.
Continue our interview with editor Dave Nichols from Born to Ride.
Hey, Dave, man. Good to hear you again. So, yeah, we were talking about the relationship building over the years. That's bona fide reality of creating relationships. And, we don't last in business without giving value back to others. And give us a little bit on that, man.
Yeah, that's a big deal because in the motorcycle industry, it's really a small little industry and everybody knows everybody. And if you're not about something, you don't stay in this business very long. And that's why I love being with Born to Ride, because you guys have been doing this 25 years and you don't do that unless you're about something, You have to be a real, genuine human being, and that's what people respond to. Here's a true story. We had a fella show up out of the blue, just walked into the office one day, and he had a big crate under his arm, and he said, "Do you mind if I show you this new product?" I said, "No, wait a minute, let me get everybody in here." So we had all the writers and the editors and the photographers, all the people at Easy Riders, all came into the room and said, "Okay, man, let's see what you got." And he brought this thing out of the box, and it was the first 6-speed transmission for a Harley Davidson.
Ooh.
And that man was Burt Baker.
Oh,
And he
Baker
said-
transmission, yep.
And he said, "You know, I have been to every motorcycle magazine, and no one would see me but you guys. And I just walked in unannounced. You guys invited me in." And he said, I won't name the magazine, but there was another very famous magazine at the time that told him they'd be happy to look at it if he would advertise. And I told him the exact opposite. I go, "Look, our readers want to see the coolest, latest thing, and we'll put that in the magazine whether you ever advertise or not, because we want to see what you got."
Well,
And
that
you
just
know
sounds
what?
like someone that's got just too much full of themselves there, that other magazine we're talking about.
Yep. And our whole point of view was that we're all in this together, and we all go up, we all go down together. And so Bert remembered that kindness, and he advertised every month in that magazine for a very long time, friends, and that's how it's done.
Well, Dave, that's a great philosophy, and it's a philosophy that we believe in as well. But that's the philosophy that I want to maintain, and I love that, Ed, you're already doing that kind of stuff. I mean, we've talked to so many new companies that we have things in the pipeline to feature and focus on and write up and review. And, you know, just get inside what motorcycling is really about. It's riding motorcycles, the people who ride motorcycles, and the whole lifestyle. But, you know, that's a great philosophy to have. So we're excited about that, man. And
Well, absolutely. And, you know, Ron, I don't know if you know this or not, but there are very big people in the motorcycle industry that know exactly who you and Deb are, that maybe they've never advertised, but I'm talking big companies that I'll call up people that I know, and they'll say, "Born to Ride, yeah, I know them." You know, it's not like, "Oh, I never heard of them. Who are they?" It's like, you don't get that, because you guys have been interviewing people for your TV show for 25 years.
Yeah.
And that's put a big dent in people knowing what Born to Ride is.
yeah, and you know, Dave,
that's
some of
good.
those guys we interviewed when they were like just on the chain of command, not up where they're at now. They might have been starting out loading trucks, and we interviewed them, because we'll talk to anybody with companies that have merit, or just that we think we want to talk to. But yeah, a lot of those guys, I remember we talked to them, they go, "Man, you talked to me, and now I'm a CEO. That's why I'm calling you, because we appreciate what you did."
Right.
So looking into this magazine, Dave, steering the helm, guiding the ship, what you're doing, you brought in biker history. I mean, I want to talk about how important that is, but I don't think I ever had Lee Marvin in my magazine, Chino from the Wild One, and then you turn the page and there's an awesome photo of Marlon Brando from the Wild One. I mean, it doesn't get more reality of biking world of those images. The first time you saw those movies, it's in Born to Ride, man, and that's really cool. Biker history, how important is that to educate people about biker history?
Well, it really is, because, you know, there's a whole generation that doesn't know how Hollister got started. That they don't know how the term 1%er came about. They don't know the difference between a bobber and a chopper. You know, it's like you got to school these youngsters and take them by the hand and say, this is why we do what we do and why we love two wheels so much. And that's part of our job, you know. It's we show the younger generation what we're about, and we also remind all of us that are our age, you know, that piece you're talking about in the July issue, who doesn't like to look at a nice, beautiful motorcycle? You know, we all do. And so we've got pages and pages of these great pictures by Kim Peterson, who was the editor of In the Wind magazine. Great black and white pictures of different kinds of bikes and how they evolved from stock to be choppers, you know?
Yeah, man, it's really good because content, they say, is king, but editorial with content is the whole deal. And you talked about beautiful motorcycles. Now we created the Reader's Ride, where there's a beautiful model on a rigid sporty, and Mallory Griffiths, and we're talking about the Rooster's Rod Shop being cool ain't cheap, and rigid sporty. I mean, you dialed these guys in, got the story from them, but it's really cool that we can have a nice feature like that as well.
Beautiful photography, beautiful girl, awesome motorcycle. And what more do you want in a bike magazine? So we're going to be doing that every month. We're going to have a reader's ride. If you've got a motorcycle and you think, man, my bike could be in a magazine, we want to see it. So we want you to email us some pictures of your bike. You can send it to editor@borntoride.com. I'll get them personally. And what I'm going to need from you folks is good quality photos of your bike, 300 DPI. We'll do the rest. I'll call you up on the phone. I'll interview you, and we'll have a nice feature of your bike in Born to Ride. That's how it's done. Yeah, we've got lots more to tell, folks. So keep listening here at lovely Boss Hog Radio. And telling you these great stories.
And is Jack Sparrow in the room? I heard he was there with you tonight. Can you put him on for a minute just to say hello to us?
Hang on. Yeah, Jack, could you put the rum down? Hang on, guys. Put the rum down. No, I know. God, I got to wrestle this away from him. I cannot believe this. Give me that. Just give me that.
Jack has a squeaky chair.
Come over here.
I'm sorry. All right, I had to have a little rum before I could be on the radio.
Oh, okay. Well, look, Jack, you're on with Fester Jenkins and Mama Dukes and Ron and Deb from Born to Ride. Have you heard about Born to Ride?
No, I seriously haven't. But I would love to. I'd love to ride something. I know that for a fact.
Well, you're kind of useless.
That's right. Remember to listen to Boss Hog Radio, or else I shall come to your house and drink everything you've got.
Okay.
That's awesome. Man. Thanks, Jack.
Appreciate it, Jack. Yes, sirree.
So you got your hands full, Dave, with him tonight.
Well, thanks again, Dave.
Appreciate it,
Oh,
Dave.
you bet.
All right, bye, Dave.
Have a great evening.
Okay,
Bye.
Captain.
Talk to y'all soon.
Keep us afloat.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right.
You betcha.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
I know. Wild Bill Hickok. You're watching Born to Ride.
Sturgis is coming up, man, and the Black Hills, the majestic Black Hills of Sturgis, South Dakota. What is Sturgis? Man, if you've never been there, or you have to go there time and time again and you still don't see it all, but, give us the experience of a Sturgis lifestyle.
The crowd is going crazy.
Calm down over there.
And it's their 80th anniversary this year.
Yeah, man. How powerful is the Sturgis Rally, Dave?
If you have not been to Sturgis, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me just tell you, It is the ultimate motorcycle rally. It is motorcycle mecca. It is Harley heaven on earth. It is 500,000 of your best friends that you haven't met yet. It is a way to go see family you only see once a year and meet people that you're going to be friends for life. And the coolest thing about the sacred Black Hills, the Lakota Indians are out there, it is the most amazing riding you've ever been. It is just phenomenal, from riding your motorcycle, seeing Mount Rushmore, eating some of Thomas Jefferson's ice cream. It is unlike any other event in the world. And the people love you and want you to be there. And I'm telling you, they don't want you to just drop your chain wallet and leave with all, just throw your money down. They genuinely mean it. You go to the First Presbyterian Church for their all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast, and little old gray-haired grannies come up to you and serve you big slabs of ham, and, you got every kind of fixing you want, every kind of eggs and everything that you want with your coffee. And they say, "Did you get enough to eat, honey?" And they say, "You come back and see us tomorrow, and you ride safe out there." And the thing is, they mean it. They genuinely want you to come back, and they like you. That's the difference. People rent out their backyard so you can set up a tent in them. It's just good people, and you will meet people from all over the earth there. You will see the latest, coolest products from people. You'll see things you've never seen anywhere else in your life, guaranteed. It is absolutely the best motorcycle rally on the planet. And I hope that if you do go, anybody that hears this, I hope you'll go see Woody out there at the Buffalo Chip, because that is the epicenter, I want to say, of the Sturgis experience. You go out there, if it exists on this world, Woody's got it going on out there. Let me tell you. Yeah, hooligan races and all kinds of stuff. It is amazing.
Tire blowouts.
Yeah.
But Dave, the beauty of America, I mean, it doesn't get much better than Sturgis, the Black Hills. I mean, from the Badlands to Devil's Tower to, the iconic Mount Rushmore. I mean, gosh, it's Deadwood. How beautiful.
It is.
Tell us about the beauty, man, when you're riding and when the wind's in your face.
Yeah, it is stunning. I mean, it truly is. Even for people that they send their bikes and they fly into Rapid City, the moment you get there, it is, when you think about America and you think about riding a motorcycle, this is what you're thinking about. You're thinking about going to Sturgis. And you go to Deadwood, really, Deadwood, where it still looks Deadwood. I mean, it's the coolest place in the world, and there are more amazing things to see within 100 miles of Sturgis than anywhere I have been in this country. And the Black Hills really are black. You look, how does that work? It's like, they are, though. It's blue sky, and if you don't like the weather, just wait a minute, because it's constantly changing. Most beautiful sunsets, and just incredible riding. The riding is worth it all by itself.
What about Needles Highway and Custer State Park?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
The switchbacks. I mean, elaborate a little on that. Testify if you can on that for us.
Yeah, there's another corner coming up every second, so you got to be alert.
And
sure.
when you ride through Custard State Park, you can ride there with a hangover, and there's so much lush greenery. By the time you get to the other side, there's so much oxygen. You're like wide awake. It's awesome.
Yeah.
The first time we went to Sturgis, I was filming everywhere on my bike riding, and I had to stop. We were getting into Custer State Park, and I had to stop and charge the batteries on the camera. Everybody was making fun of me, go, "Oh man, super dot, got to charge your battery, got to wait for Ron." I said, "You know what? Something's going to come up, and I'm gonna need these batteries." The next thing you know, we get on the road, we're riding, and all the traffic is backed up. So it's either an accident or wildlife. And sure enough, a buffalo, right where we were parked, a big buffalo came right down the hill and walked right in front, and I went right to the front, and I got him on camera, and then a whole herd came right behind him, about 200 right in front of us, man. You could feel it on the ground shaking, and I filmed every one of them going by. I was like in heaven, and I couldn't wait to tell them, I told you, damn. But that's the kind of stuff that happens, man. It's just unbelievable stuff.
And where else can that happen? There
Exactly.
isn't any other rally I know of. I mean, I love going to Daytona Bike Week. I love going to Laconia. But there is nothing else like Sturgis. That is for sure.
What about when you're on the moon? I mean, the Badlands, because it's like you're in like Mars or the moon.
I was like, wait a minute.
It's so different. The geography or whatever you call it is so different. Isn't that a crazy place,
The
man?
terrain.
Out by
it is.
Wall Drugs and all that.
We had to do a bike feature out there, and I was with Mike Lichter, and we stopped at Wall Drug because you have to.
Have to.
I mean, you have
It's
to.
like south of the border.
You're there it is. You got to stop there, right? And so we go into the Badlands goes on like that forever. You could be just driving for hours, and it's just like you're on the frickin' moon or Mars or somewhere. Except it's probably there are probably fewer things there. I mean, at least if you go to the moon or to Mars, there's all kinds of alien bases there, but not in the Badlands. It's just you just drive and there's these weird formations, rock formations and things that it's like going back in time. You expect to see dinosaurs, running across the street. It is not like anything else you've ever seen.
And I'm sure a lot of bikers have seen those dinosaurs on their ride, or they think they have.
Yeah, very, very true.
Mm-hmm.
Spearfish Canyon on a full moon, it's almost like it's lit up, the mountains. Have you noticed that, Dave? It's crazy at night.
Yeah, it's like you're in a movie because the lighting can't actually be that good in real life, but it is.
Yeah, I mean, at nighttime, it almost looked like it was lit up. And then you see them big old white mountain goats and, powerful stuff out there. You just never
Bridal
know.
Veil Fall. Is
Yeah,
beautiful.
the falls and, just
What was nice about Spearfish, you got up in the morning and you went downstairs for breakfast. Oh, what's for breakfast? Trout. Okay.
And eggs,
trout for
yeah.
breakfast. And then you come
Speckled
back at
trout.
night, you ride all day long, 200 miles, you ride, take bottles of water with you because the air is dry there. And you get back and you go, oh, what's for dinner? And they go, trout. Okay, it's a fish day. But that was great.
Obviously, you went on Friday, right?
Well, how did?
And they have amazing steaks too, because that's all cattle country out there.
But people coming together, we met people from Mexico, we met people from Switzerland, and I just jump right in there and get them to talk because to me, Born to Ride is about the people and their experience. And I love to see foreigners talking about how great America is and how beautiful it is, but also how kind the people are to bikers. And, these are people who plan for years and years. They even shipped their bikes, so they rode their bikes at Sturgis. It's like a pilgrimage. And there's so many of those great stories out there. I met a guy out there, and he had this big trike. It was like the Starship Enterprise. It was like the Star Trek ship. You've probably seen that guy somewhere. But, those are it's just about characters. And then you see the notorious motorcycle clubs, and, you don't want to get in their way, but it's all part of it, man. It's a very diverse. The lifestyle that we live is diverse, and if anything, we want to bring more people together to understand that aren't bikers yet, that are maybe bikers of tomorrow, to look into what we're giving them, and they say, honey, let's get a motorcycle. We love what these people are doing. We're going to take them on travel, adventure. We'll make them laugh. We'll make them cry too, man, but that's when we know we got them. Right, Dave?
It's true. It's true because, everybody who is involved in the motorcycle industry knows that bikers are the best people on earth. They're the kindest and the most giving. They spend more money and raise more money for charities than any other group in the world, And we're proud to be a part of that.
Well, I hope you guys have been enjoying Born to Ride in Sturgis. We definitely have. Little Ronnie just had a kick out of it, man. He had to come out and check it out, right?
Yeah, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back with some more Born to Ride in Sturgis. Don't go away. Born to Ride TV Radio live every Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. with Dave Flash Morgan, special guest, and Born to Ride TV content at Facebook, Born to Ride TV Magazine. Read it, watch it, ride it.
Heading up to Custard's Loop here, going through here, look at all the animals.
How do you like it so far? What do you think?
Oh, this is great. It don't get any better than this. Best ride of my life.
Call me home. Will you still sing my song? Brother to brother, brother to brother, brother to brother. Yeah. Can we take a ride? 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 Can we take a
It don't get any better than this. All right, where we heading to, Reg?
We're going out to Spearfish Canyon and then into Deadwood on 418. We're going to see all kinds of stuff today. Some nice trees and waterfalls and some windy road. You ready to ride?
All right,
Let's go.
Unique and unparalleled elsewhere in our country. Those were the words used by America's greatest architect, Frank Lloyd Wright, when he visited Spearfish Canyon in September of 1935. Today, visitors can see for themselves what so impressed Wright by taking the 22-mile Spearfish Canyon scenic byway through the uniquely beautiful passage running from Spearfish to Cheyenne Crossing. This hidden jewel of nature has it all. Rugged cliffs, the sparkling waters of Spearfish Creek, a rich vegetation dominated by pine, spruce, aspen, and birch stands, and 3 waterfalls. As you meander along the paved highway, be sure to pull off and see Bridal Veil Falls, where a filmy spray of water falls over a 40-foot cliff into the creek below. And then there is Rough Lock Falls, perhaps the crown jewel of this miracle of nature. Located in the heart of Spearfish Canyon, Rough Lock Falls is situated on Little Spearfish Creek. There are designated walking paths and hiking trails that provide exceptional opportunities to explore the area.
Where you from?
Iowa.
Hey, now what did you just do, man?
Are you? Oh, yeah.
So what'd you say?
I said yes.
They say it was gold, gambling, and gunpowder. Those were the 3 ingredients that combined in explosive proportions in 1876 to create Deadwood, South Dakota. It was 133 years ago when frontier prospectors hit a rich gold strike in Deadwood Gulch, Dakota Territory. And that's how Deadwood was born, out of the frenzy of a national gold rush, which lured thousands of fortune hunters into the Black Hills wilderness hoping to find the continent's next El Dorado. This was the stuff legends were made of on the American frontier. Into this volatile mixture of humanity wandered people like Madame Dora Dufresne, Potato Creek Johnny, Preacher Smith, Wild Bill Hickok, and Calamity Jane. They all lived and died in rambunctious Deadwood. Except maybe Wild Bill.
Yeah. What's happening here in Deadwood tonight?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Now the band's in town. Now we can start this party.
Yep. What do you think, Gary?
Oh, I think I should have got here a week ago so I could have got ready quicker. Oh, they don't shoot me. I'll be good to go. Yeah, I think I'll play cards and see if I get my head blown off. Yeah. Make this town famous. More famous. This where it all started. It'll happen again.
TampaBayNightlife.tv is Tampa Bay's #1 go-to guide for local entertainment, concerts, bands, bars, restaurants, and events, featuring a weekly top 20 things to do show every Friday. So before you make your weekend plans, visit TampaBayNightlife.tv.
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
Steel wheels keep rolling. Steel wheels keep rolling down the line. Grass tracks stretching out across the yard. Best man there ever was, working very hard. Working every day with a grindstone to his nose. Where it stops, no one ever knows. Steel wheels keep rolling. Steel wheels keep rolling around my yard. The finest houses ever built are here to see. They're all around the lake and under the pine trees. I don't believe it is what everyone will gonna say how this one man's work is only play. Steel wheels keep rolling. Steel wheels keep rolling. Steel wheels keep rolling. Man, them wheels keep rolling around my yard.
Take a ride into the sunset. Got a feeling might fly. There's a full moon to light the way, waiting just beyond the day. we take a ride? Can 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 we take a ride?
Hi, I'm Melissa Wise, the real McCoy with Playboy and Titan Motorcycles, and you are watching Born to Ride.
Heading south out of Memphis on 61. Like a bat out of hell to hit my motor run. Down through the Delta trying to save my soul. Devil chasing me and it won't let go. Rolling into Clarksdale to find a cure. What I'll find, I'm not so sure. Take me back down to the land of blues. I want some peace to find the truth. The Viking blues are kin to one another. They're twin brothers of different mothers. Got on my shovel, I was feeling alright.